from all over Northern Shah, and within a year, the number of children in her new home has reached 21.
When I was an infant, I was endowed with the blessing of God. Though I lost my mother and father, God has not forgotten me. This was the order of God. There are children suffering from longing, emaciated by missing of parents. Abebech, please gather them all. Without any fear as to what to feed and rest them, she gathered them all in a small house.
Abebech never looked for handouts, but she designed different means to find the resources to feed and clothe her children. Abebech's long voyage of finding and caring for orphans was not a smooth one. She chose to live a life of hardship with the orphans, but was full of hope and optimism about a bright future for her and her children. Although she chose to leave a life of comfort behind her, she found fulfillment from the love of the orphans. She started to carve out a living by baking bread to sell in the streets.
When I grew up, I used to sell sandwich. Since we sold the sandwich for various people, they did not give us the money in time. And as a result, we had to wait until the fall of darkness. Then Daye used to go out to fetch us.
I requested her not to further continue with it, but she insisted that her life is intertwined with destitute children and with the church.
Her love for her children gave her the courage to withstand the criticism of people in her community, but she held on to her dreams for the sake of her children and started life from scratch.
I have seen her sleeping together with the children in an uncomfortable situation, and this is still fresh in my mind.
I used to cut down my clothes and sew them in their size.
Life is filled with its ups and downs, depending on what one runs across. When surviving on the edge of existence, the pain of poverty is extreme and hard to bear. Abebech loves her children very much. Her love, tenderness, and care for the children has been a source of inspiration for them as they learn from her good example and grow in a nurturing environment.
Oh, who's going to roast the kolo now? If I do, then the fire is going to burn me. What if she dies due to this? Oh my God.
When I broke my hand, I asked a friend to lend me 7 birr for treatment. She said she had no money, but she could give me the money selling her ring. That time, I know that gold can be sold.
She sold her golden jewelries and got medical treatment. We also resumed our activities.
Wezaro Abebech, stuck in a shelter built for poultry, has had to face a lot of hardship to feed and care for the children. It's never easy being poor and forced to find the means to take care of the whole family. Physical and psychological harm take their toll. But one like Abebech, with a poultry shelter full of kids, has no choice but to stand strong and persevere. Though the children got a roof over their heads and food in their bellies, they still lack the means to get an education.
We used to learn in a plastic house sitting on stones.
To provide education for her children, Abebech employed a teacher with a small salary, and she opened a school that served only her children. However, her decision to open a school of her own led her to being sued by the authorities.
I received an allegation that a woman is misleading children by collecting them in a place where there is no school and teachers. When I looked at them at the moment, they used to live in a bamboo house and sleep on earth. There was no chair and table.
Abebech says hard work is the basis of growth for mankind. If people work hard, they can accomplish what they dream to achieve. This is the moral strength that Abebech is naturally endowed with.
She doesn't underestimate any job. She works flexibly with babysitters, masons, and the like. She's the one who first carried bricks and paved the compound in collaboration with the children.
Things started to change gradually, and problems began to be solved over time. Abebech's children managed to learn to face different trials because of the love of their mother. The natural wisdom and knowledge of Abebech and the good manner of the children enabled them to build a better life together. Everything was not attained by chance. She had to struggle against poverty for the last 27 years. She was confronted and tested by many challenges and obstacles. But as a result of her steadfast, generous, and dedicated leadership, she managed to attain today's success as an organization.
Currently, there are 226 permanent and 300 humanitarian staff. It's supporting 43,316 mothers and children by training women. We are also supporting more than 1.3 million people through the community development programs. More than 1.4 million people are also directly or indirectly beneficiaries of our HIV/AIDS intervention activities.
This humanitarian organization was legally established in 1981 under the name Bruch Tasfa, meaning bright future. When Bruch Tasfa expanded its activities, it was renamed Abebech Gobena Orphanage School. After operating under this name for a long time, it was renamed Abebech Gobena Childcare and Development Organization, since it was engaged in development activities both in Addis Ababa and the Oromia regional